Hey guys, this is Pastor Bell with just a quick word, and today I want to talk about our final discipline of Lent, and that is prayer. So we talked about fasting, we talked about charity, and now we come to what is probably the most obvious discipline, if you will, and that is praying to God. And it's also one that we might look at and say, well, wait a minute, aren't we supposed to pray throughout the year? Well, yeah, of course we are, and that's part of the reason I'm standing here in the sanctuary. This is a place where we come together to pray as God's people every single Sunday here at Good Shepherd. But Lent is a time when we refocus ourselves, when we take extra time to emphasize our life of prayer. Because the truth is we have different seasons throughout the year, and I don't just mean summer and spring and fall and winter. I mean seasons when we feel more engaged with God, more engaged with our life of faith and our spirituality, and other seasons when we're just so busy we feel like chickens with our heads cut off, or we're running from here to there and we sort of fall back from those practices that feed us spiritually, that help us feel closer to God, and that help to give more meaning to our lives. And so these 40 days of Lent is a perfect time to say, you know what, I'm going to make the extra time to offer prayer to God and to listen to what God might be saying. Now, that can take plenty of forms. You could come to worship here on Wednesdays. We have those extra services on Wednesday morning and evenings. You could make a special effort that when you first wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night, that you take time for prayer. Or you find a point during your day where it's good to stop and step away from all the noise and the distractions in order to take that time of quiet and reflection. Because the key to prayer is that we both lift our prayers to God, our concerns, our need, our prayer list like we have here at the church, but also we listen to what God might be saying to us. God answers our prayers, but not always in the way we want. Sometimes they may seem unanswered entirely, but sometimes that's just God answering them in a way that we did not expect. We all have things that we want for our life. We all have things we want God to do in our lives. But it's important as people of God, as the children of God, take time to listen to what the response might be. And so I encourage you, as we continue through the season of Lent and as we go on beyond it as well, to take the time to emphasize your life of prayer in whatever form works for you. I invite you to take a moment and say, what would I want to ask God for? Who do I want to lift up in prayer? What parts of my life do I want to lift up in prayer? Make that list. But after you pray, after you ask, also listen to what God might be asking of you, to the response that the Lord might offer, and hear what you might be called to do to help answer those prayers that you lift up. I hope that you are continuing to have a good season of Lent. I look forward as we get ready to celebrate the joy of Easter and the resurrection, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye now.